Yo, what's up guys? So I have not made any battles videos in quite a while. I realize that. This one hopefully will make up for it just a little bit, and hopefully I can get some more up for you guys pretty soon. I don't think I'm going to make too many right now, but at the moment I have like 30 minutes to make a couple commentaries, so let's see what I can do. So this guy's really good. If you didn't notice, he had like 6,000 battle score, like right around what I had. He had a better win record than me, so of course I had to try really hard. You know, I usually don't try too much versus people who are kind of weak, but people who are really good, I like to just kind of show off and actually try and see if I'm actually as good as I think I am. So, what happened this game? Well, the first thing I noticed is that he went with kind of a weird boomerang setup. First of all, he went with the normal boomerang setup that I used to go with, and now I changed my boomerang start, and he also did something different, which I'm not used to, which he actually went for a 0-3 or a 1-3 boomerang first. So I think he got a 1-0 boomerang or like a 1-2 boomerang and then went to 1-3, which was kind of weird. I'm not really used to that. In general, I don't think that's the best idea, but what I noticed is that he lost less lives than me, and he got a reasonable amount of economy as well, so maybe that's actually a better start, but I feel like it's probably going to cause more problems later games, because this is definitely a better boomerang spot overall, and putting the boomerang there makes the beginning better, but middle and late game is not quite as good. So as far as boomerang starts go, I still am going to stick with my boomerang start, but it was definitely unique to see the way he did it. He obviously thinks that's probably the best way to do it on cards. It is just definitely interesting to think about. And another thing he did kind of weird, he actually got another boomerang on level 4. So this is just weird for me. I'm not used to seeing people go so many boomerangs so early. Usually I see people waiting until around 7, maybe even 8 to build another boomerang, sometimes even later than that. And that's the way I usually do it, guys. I usually chill till around 7 or 8, and then I start saving up some money for just in case I need another boomerang. So what's happening right now, guys, we're just sending crap loads of balloons out at each other, just sending out as many blues as I possibly can at him. And the thing about cards is, even though it's kind of short levels and short rounds in general, you can actually get quite a bit of in-game economy by sending lots of balloons at people. So even though I could go farms, and I could use the farms to my advantage by selling them and stuff like that, I really just feel like going in-game economy is probably better just overall. So I noticed he went with a farm. So he went some in-game economy, then switched off to a farm, and he's probably using those farms because he's planning on selling stuff and going for a big attack on level like 13, 14, or 15 or something like that. That's usually what the farms do. The farms help you to have a huge attack where you can just sell like 3 or 4 farms, get like $3,000, $5,000, dollars, and just automatically send a giant wave at somebody. And if they don't have any farms to sell to make some towers to defend, it's pretty much an easy win. Now that's the only real problem with my strategy at the moment. I don't really have too much money right now, and I don't have anything to sell. So if he did send a huge rush versus me, I would die. But luckily, I thought ahead. I know that at level 8 he can send out regrow blacks, regrow whites, which won't really hurt me too much. A few will get through, but not too many in general. But the main problem is actually regrow yellows. If he sends out a lot of regrow yellows, he can actually overrun me. So what I do is I actually start getting my boomerang ready for just in case purposes. I have that boomerang ready. He's not really there to help pop these whites or anything like that. He's really there to just help if he does start sending regrow yellows at me. If you notice my economy, I'm just keep sending out yellow balloons. I'm keeping just enough money to upgrade my boomer up to 3-0 if I do need it. So that's really what's going on here. So if you're kind of confused on why I was doing that with my boomerang not upgraded and losing some lives there, I'm trying to get as much economy as possible because I thought this game was going to go late game. Once I saw him going mostly in-game economy in the beginning, and he's going farms, and he seems like a good player, I figured we'd probably get to at least 18, 19, or 20. And then I do finally upgrade my boomerang up to 3-0. I lost a couple lives here and there, but it's not a big deal. Now the weird thing is he pretty much has full lives. I think he lost 1 life altogether, or none. He has 150 lives right now, which is kind of unique. Not too many people can usually stick with 150 lives on cards the entire time. So now what he has to do is he has to sell his farm to get the camo upgrade, and that's just like a big waste. Like, what's the point of going farms for that? So then he starts trying to send out regrow pink camos at me, which my mortar most of the time pops. And then I notice he has kind of a weakness. His weakness is just a bunch of regrow balloons. So what do? I just say, okay, hold on, I'm just going to send out a giant regrow rush on level 13. So I do wait a few seconds here, I see if he builds anything or gets ready to build stuff, and I'm always ready to build my 3-0 boomerangs for just in case, and I'm just like, okay, time for the attack. So I go and I make sure I attack first, and I start sending out balloons first, and then I actually sell my boomerang to get some extra money and send some more out, and he tries to go for another attack versus me, but it does not work, and I easily overrun him with those regrow balloons, guys. So that's all I got for today's game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll make some more pretty soon. Have a good one.